Hello people, my name is Rage, and welcome one and all to Cities Skylines, a brand new up-and-coming city management game published by Paradox. Now, I feel like the music just really, helped me there. It really lifted and punctuated what I was going to say, turning it into a speech of beautifulness. I don't know where I was going with that. Either way, what I'm going to do with this video is something I might do with a few games. Basically, I kind of just want to play some games, and that sounds like a stupid sentence to say, because of course I do. You guys do, we all do. It's kind of our thing. But what I mean is, not always do I think a game should have the worth your time treatment. In this case, I'm not physically allowed, no one is, to do reviewy type content on this for another few days, but that's not really the main reason. More specifically, I have a lot of games that I look at and I go, that's kind of interesting, but it's not normally my thing. However, I do want to play it and I kind of want to make a video on it and I kind of want to show you guys it. So this very much is also a kind of test run for a potential series where I just play a random game I kind of like and that I think you guys will as well, and just kind of learn it as we go along and just have some fun. I think it's, it's kind of nice. So as you can see, we've started out in this nice open plains area. We've built ourselves our first road. Now this is probably going to get a fair amount of kind of SimCity comparisons, I imagine. It's what I've heard. I will admit, I have barely played any Sims games, none of the recent ones and barely the old ones, so I'm not going to be making those comparisons. I'm going to be judging it on its own merits in a kind of exploratory way. I don't want to make any assumptions at all. So what we have here is residential districts, we have commercial districts, and industrial districts, and how it works is you sort of specify an area of land that you want to contain the certain types of buildings. You don't actually build the buildings, and as you will see happen, we end up with houses slowly appearing. At least that is the hope. And you start off with money, as you can see, and really this is all that's in the game right now. You choose a map and you just manage your city, and obviously there's something very compelling about that. Of course there is. Now where is my bulldozer? I want to get rid of that and I want to only extend it to there. You've got to have everything symmetrical. I think when you're playing a city management game, if everything isn't symmetrical, then I believe you are definitely doing it wrong. So as you can see, we have our housing beginning to sprout up here, which is absolutely lovely. Now, of course, these people are going to need stuff, so I'm assuming they're going to need power, and they're going to need water. I've had a bit of a play around with these things, but this is my first proper attempt at this game. So this is a water pumping station. So it has noise pollution, and it has actual pollution, so you got to think about your citizens' happiness. So we got that there, fresh water, and then the water drain pipe pumps out wastewater, so I guess we need that as well. I feel like maybe I shouldn't put it next to the thing taking in new water, as that might be a little bit, we're just pumping out the water and then immediately taking it back in, and we'll just give all of our citizens sewage water. So this is a pipe, which is basically how we deliver it to our city. As you can see, we've got that there. We put it over here, and then we kind of bring it to here, and it pretty much covers that area. So that's nice. I feel like we've solved the water problem, but as you can see, all of our guys are wanting power. So if I place this here, which is a wind turbine, and then I'm going to place one over here as well, I am assuming, honestly, I have no real idea, but I'm assuming that will solve their power issue. It has. So now what is their issue? At the top here, we have this kind of Twitter thing where your residents actually tweet about the town and what they want and what they like. Hooray for the mayor! That's me. I'm the mayor. I get to be a mayor. So sewage is backing up. Okay, so we have our sewage dispenser. So I can only assume, like the water one, we have to have a series of pipes to deal with the sewage problem. Ah, you can't put pipes through each other, which kind of makes it very important how you actually decide to go about your pipe layout. So there we go, we've solved the sewage problem, everyone's kind of happy, I feel like we're doing okay. We probably need more districts, I would say. So what I'm going to do is put this here. In fact, no, I shouldn't put that there. I'm going to... Actually, no, it's kind of fine. I'll just leave this as a power area. That seems like it would kind of work. I don't want to have any curved roads because I think curved roads are just so last century. And then I suppose I will mark this as sort of commercial areas for everyone to get what they need. Probably putting these turbines here isn't the best of ideas, but I can see it kind of working. And then if we go over to the other side, we probably want to give these guys some commercials. Yeah, try getting the most out of your robes. I am trying to get the most out of my robes. Yes, I'm really trying to get my robes. So the reason I wanted to give this game a go is normally I'm not really a fan of city management games, but this genuinely, first and foremost, I kind of like the style of it. I kind of like how it all looks. It's a little bit softer, and this view here when everything's white and sort of clay-like, I think it's actually wonderful. It really does it for me. It's kind of the Dishonored feel. It really is. So that does make me very happy, and there's something just strangely satisfying about managing your base. I've played it for a little bit, and this pretty much is as far as I've got to. Oh, these guys don't have power. Oh, I guess that would actually make sense. If we put a power here, then I assume that will fix their issue when it starts. Is it going to start? You can do it. I believe. There we go. It's turning, which will solve their power issue, which makes sense. Hooray for the mayor! Of course, always hooray for the mayor. So we've got to reach a milestone. We've got to reach a population of 500. We currently have a population of 0. How do we solve that? How do we attract more people? Okay, I can build elevated roads, which is probably going to be fairly useful. We have a coal power plant, which is a lot of noise pollution, but I imagine will provide a nice amount of energy. And then we can also build power lines, it looks like, to reach difficult to place places. And if we don't want to, you know, spam turbines everywhere. So my main concern here is how are we going to attract people to come and live in our households? We have no one at the moment, not even uneducated people, but we can change the name apparently. The King Residence! Well then, we have a king in our town, everybody. What should we even call our town? I assume you can call it citizen happiness very low. Okay, that's worrying. So we've got lots of information we can look at here. Okay, we've got the economy panel, which lets us... Whoops, I have no idea what I just did there. Okay, so we can increase and decrease the output of various facilities in order to affect our money flow. That makes a lot of sense. You can now get the industrial zone. Well, we probably do want some industrialness, so I guess I'm going to place that there, just in case. We will clear that and make it a full row of industry. I don't really know how much we should have here, honestly. I don't really know how to get these guys going. What do we think is wrong with them? Why do they not want to move in? Have I not provided them with something that they need? They've got water, they've got electric. Do I want this? No, that just provides water for energies that doesn't have a pumping station. So my real wonder, build roads and next to them... Whoa. Build roads and zones next to them to allow citizens to move in. Grow the city to unlock more services. Well, that's what I've done, right? I'm not going crazy. Oh, I just realized these aren't connected. That probably will help, right? Was that a problem? I feel like that's probably a problem that was going on there. No? Okay. I suppose I should connect this as well, just to have fully free-flowing areas. Is that going to make buildings... Actually, yay, there we go, we're gaining citizens now. That was a bit moronic, there was just a trapped piece of road over there. I am great at this game, this is why we're having a fun little learning session in this video. Sophie Gray, British Lord. I'm really excited about the journey. Privately funded spacecraft leaves Earth for Moon. Hashtag in space. I could see that being a little bit annoying, I'll admit, but it's also kind of adorable. I feel like it's a very relevant way of displaying how your town is going. I think it's actually irrelevant of your opinion on it. I think objectively that's kind of a neat little idea there. Okay, so the town seems to be going okay. We're actually getting a really nice large amount of population, which is obviously fantastic. We've got stuff springing up all over the place. Everything's got power. I feel like this is a nicely managed city here. So, can I actually... Little Hamlet. Okay, can I rename my city? We have Lake Valley currently. Oh, okay, well, here we go. Alright, we're going to call it Mwahaha Town, where everybody who enters has to go as they cross the threshold, otherwise they're just whoa, 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 whoa. Can we please call it that? There we go, Mwahaha Town. Probably a little bit childish, I will accept, but also great fun. So we've got our population coming in. I feel like we need more in the way of industrial zones, so I'm going to put this here, bring this round here, and while we may waste a little bit there, I feel like overall this is kind of okay. And then we're going to put this out here just in case we end up needing it, and then we are going to industrial the hell out of this place. I don't know if that little extra bit will help at all, but it seems like it's fair enough. And then if we get power lines, and I suppose... Actually, this seems like a really poor place for these turbines to be. So I'm going to build another turbine here. It does cost a lot of money to build turbines, though, so I'm thinking maybe it's not the best thing to do in the world. Kind of want to cross... Can I actually cross a road with turbines? If I increase this road here, we'll see what happens. Can I go across? No, I can't go across the road. So you really got to think about space management a fair amount in this. I assume industrial buildings is how we go about actually gaining a positive income, because, you know, we have people arriving and they begin working and, you know, we get all of the money and that's good. Yep, we have more people pulling up. So I wonder how to get these guys actually building houses here. What is with the waterworks? Showering with bottled water is getting a bit expensive. Okay, so these guys don't have water, meaning I need to kind of increase the pipe coverage over here. Ah, that's irritating. Can I build it off here? I can build it off here, bringing it into there, and there we go. We've solved the water crisis. I'm such a good mayor. I've got my town going wonderfully. So we've got more industrial buildings springing up. That's really, really nice. I love watching everything get constructed, actually. It's kind of satisfying. And yes, we are gaining 4 money a week. And they said I couldn't build a town. They said I couldn't manage it. Well, they were wrong. I feel like I have wasted a lot of space with these power lines, though. I feel like bulldozing doesn't actually get the money back, so this kind of sucks. In fact, can I just build a road across there? I can, which technically lets me increase our residential area just a slight amount, which I think is rather good there. A lot of cars are arriving, so I imagine that means we're going to have a lot of citizens soon, which is really, really nice. We kind of desperately do need some money. We're getting a fair enough amount of income here, I have to say. So I'm looking forward to seeing what getting to 500 actually does unlock. This seems like it's working nicely over here. I like this. It's just very calming, relaxed, looking after your town, trying your best not to kill everyone, which I totally thought I was going to do, but alas, alack, I've managed not to. So... okay, so a load more cars are arriving. I feel like this residential area isn't working. I'm going to do that and see if that makes a difference here. I feel like it might do. We're only going to turn right. Seems like there's a traffic jam here, which is worrying me a little bit. I feel like we just need more residential area, and I'm going to do that along here. There we go, and we're going to see what that actually ends up being like. And we'll extend it to here as well, just to kind of get maximum spaces. Just looks like a really higgledy-piggledy offhanded road over there, because we are getting a very slow amount of population influx, so I'm kind of concerned about that. The streets are flooding with sewage. What? Smell is overwhelming. Oh, over here, yeah, we didn't increase the sewage pipes. Why did I think I could get away without doing that? So we'll put that over here. There we go, and then this kind of needs extending a little bit, so that should have solved that problem. Our population is actually rising a little bit, but I just don't understand why they're not building houses over here. I guess what I could actually do is bulldoze this road in the middle, because I don't technically actually need it, do I? I'd rather just have this as a full-on populated zone. I feel like that makes a lot more sense. But it seems like they're just not doing it. Oh, that one is working, though. We're springing up with some houses there, so that at least makes sense. And I suppose I should increase the water all the way over there, as well as get our sewage going on all the way over there, and then round here, and then I've got a very poor pipe network. That is something I will admit. I feel like my pipe network is just a little bit on the kind of terrible side of things. Come on, build your buildings over here. You're allowed. You can fight. You're free to do that, guys. Honestly, you really are. We are actually gaining a fair amount of money. I say fair amount. That's probably a terrible amount of money. You're probably wanting thousands per tick in order to actually have a proper managed town. Maybe I've got too many blue areas. I'm going to make this residential as well, just because it seems like residential people are actually moving in here, so I feel like it makes sense to do it. In fact, yes, as we can see, we've got residential buildings appearing over there, which is going to increase our population influx, so I might turn this into an industrial area. That might work out better, because then we can just have this as another industrial part of town and get more money in. The problem with that, though, I don't have the power to go over there, so I feel like I'm kind of failing as a mayor. How's Twitter going? Oh, we're still... I'm sorry, Stephanie Harris. I'm really sorry, okay? I'm just really... you know, it's not my fault. It's kind of difficult, and... yeah. But I would love to know you guys that have experience with kind of base management, city management games like this, how this actually seems like it compares to other stuff, because I think that's really good. I'm going to speed everything up then, so we can see everything go. The wind turbines actually going faster, which is really, really nice. There's jobs available, which is lovely. We are actually getting buildings over on the right now, which is really nice, and we're about to get to 500. Hey, the space station has reached orbit. So now we've reached 500, we are now a little hamlet, so that's great, and we've unlocked more buildings. So we've got the incineration plant, and we've got the landfill site. Well, I'm assuming we do need a landfill site. Let's put it over by the edge of town where it's not going to mess with people. In here we have the medical clinic, which I'm assuming does need to be somewhere to help everyone out. And that service is everywhere the road goes green, so there we go. It's a very intuitive game, and there we go. They're all very happy. I'm going to assume education. That's the one. So we need to build it in a way that reaches the maximum amount of people. How best to do that? There kind of makes sense. If we build it there, everyone does get happy. There we go. We've got the school next to the industrial sites. It's probably not great, actually, now that I think about it. So we can only actually have... no, it's not that we can have one, it's that we're out of money, actually. That's probably bad, I would say, but also potentially fine. I am going to get rid of commercial zones here and make these industrial just to try and get a little bit more money in. But I'm going to make this entire area industrial, like I said. I feel like that might come in handy because our city's extending this way and they seem to not give a damn about the city over there. I don't know what's bad about this part of town, but apparently it's a rough neighborhood. We're actually gaining citizens pretty damn quickly. They're struggling for power over there, but I have no real idea how I'm going to solve that problem. Actually, no, what I could do is do this, and then if we cut that corner and go here, build this down there, we may have not used too much money, but I feel like that's going to solve their power issues, which it seems like it's doing. Yeah, there we go. So that worked out kind of nicely as it stands. Oh no, the power issues are coming right back. Not enough electricity. Nope, now there is enough electricity. Make up your minds or switch off some lights. Is it really that difficult? I don't know. We've got a fair amount of money coming in, and we've got a fair amount of people moving in. We need to get to... what is our next milestone to unlock more stuff? A population of 1,000. That makes a lot of sense. So how do these actually work then? And are these not providing power? Or am I just going a little bit crazy? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's that they're not providing enough power. So if I put it there, does that work out? But yeah, my money is actually working quite nicely. Ooh, is it that they're not actually technically in? Let me try and bulldoze these, and then what I'm going to do is replace them and try and get them a lot closer to the houses. Does that work out? I feel like I'm wasting money trying this. Yeah, this whole area seems to have lost power, but that seems to have... It seems like it's kind of fixing it and then immediately not fixing it. I think I just need to get to 6,000, and then I can get my wind turbine, and that makes sense. In fact, we do have industrial buildings happening over here as well, which is very lovely, but at the same time, yeah, their power is a real issue. So we're going to have to desperately get to 6,000 and build a turbine over in this direction, and hope that that kind of solves everything. So I wonder how to correctly use power lines then. That's kind of interesting. See if I can glean some of this. Jump across streets from one building to the next, but for longer distances you need to build power lines. Start and end the power line perimeter at the perimeter around a building. Ah, okay, so that would explain a lot. I'm actually losing population. That's not good. I really need to get to 6,000. Can I refund something in order to achieve it? No, well, I'm about to get there. I'm about to get there. So it's not actually a complete walk in the park, is this game. There we go. We've solved our power issues, which should turn the population problem around, and there we go. That was very satisfying, just making that work out for us. In terms of pipage, we don't have this pipe over here, so we're going to extend it to there, and that should fix their issues. But we, of course, still have the power issue over here, which we're going to have to fix with a turbine probably here. In fact, a turbine in the middle of the industrial area will probably really help now that I think about it. So that's probably a-okay. And we're about to see what the next threshold gets us, which is kind of exciting. I'm actually kind of proud of this town. This is really neat. I'm looking forward to doing my full proper worth your time video on this, I really am. They need more power at the back. It's going on and off, so I imagine we're just pretty low on power. In fact, no, it's slowly going over there. We definitely just need more power. And we are definitely getting there. I am feeling rather compelled to keep playing this, I have to say. So this is going good. Maybe very high demand for residential zones, medium demand for commercial, no demand for industry or office. So potentially, if I get rid of this a little bit... In fact, no, I need to put more residential zones where I actually have the power to support them. So I guess what I'm going to do is bring this over here, bring this all the way... Wait, whoa. If we do this, and then go all the way down here, and connect with this road, and realize that's a little bit wonky, but I feel like giving this as a residential zone, which is in high demand, would solve that issue. Though we did just lose a load of money. But look, instantly the population is growing like mad as people realize this new space to move in. But now, hey, we've reached a population of 1,000, which has unlocked a firehouse, which obviously is kind of, you know, important as things go. I don't really have a space for it, however. So I suppose maybe here? Yeah, that actually works out rather nicely. So we'll make everyone happy along there. And then this is a police station, which I'm going to achieve the same thing for, and there we go. So we slowly just get more buildings. Wow, we've got actually statues of stuff, so I imagine there's a lot of complicated stuff you can do. I also feel like now that I know what I know, I could build my town a lot more effectively, and I suppose that's one of the appeals of these type of games. You just keep doing it and doing it, getting better and better each time, until you have your perfect city. So a very interesting game, and I'm looking forward to giving it some more goes. But for now, guys, it's just been a random one-off look-at video, which you may see more of in other games. Let me know what you thought. For now, my name's been Rage, but like you've enjoyed this, it really does help, and I do appreciate it. And subscribe for more. Goodbye.